Gerry was one of the authors of this scoop. So, Gerry, what do we know? What is the latest?
Well, the latest is that AT&T and Time Warner are in talks with the Justice Department about how this deal could go through with conditions. So, that's an encouraging sign, because certainly there's been questions for a while about whether the Justice Department might try to block the deal. Certainly President Trump has, criticized CNN, which is owned by Time Warner, and had said during the campaign that he might try to block the deal. But what we know now is that the two companies are in talks with Justice Department lawyers about the deal going through, and then having certain conditions that they have to follow after the deal goes through.
So talk to us about other television channel owners and what they're concerned about.
Well, for example, premium channel owners, these would be rivals to HBO, companies like Showtime and Starz. They're very concerned that AT&T could use HBO, basically favor HBO over, because HBO is owned by Time Warner and AT&T would be acquiring Time Warner. They would favor HBO over their channel. So what they're asking Justice Department lawyers is for some conditions that really protect them and make sure that they get the same kind of marketing, the same sort of packaging, equal footing on online distribution that HBO is getting once it's part of AT&T.
So if the deal goes through, what kind of conditions might we see imposed on AT&T?
Right. I mean, that would be one of the conditions that might be imposed, is that AT&T would have to, treat HBO's rivals the same way that it treats HBO. I mean, one thing that's been an issue and that's being looked at is this idea of what's called zero rating, which means if you're an AT&T wireless subscriber, there's the potential that streaming HBO might not count towards your monthly data, whereas other channels it would count towards your data, and that's something that HBO's rivals are concerned about, and that Justice Department lawyers are looking at as well.